This is JTR back from the review. Today we have the Jurassic World Danger Pack Austroraptor. This is actually one of the ones from the DINO Trackers line. This is, I think, the fourth one of the assortment. Had to go to another location to find this one. I did also find this one at my local Rite Aid. Let's take it out of the box and take a look at the box. On the box, we got the signature blue and beta for the DINO Trackers line. Kind of feels like an extension to the Dominions line with much better packaging, like much better. It says Jurassic World, original logo, Danger Pack, DINO Trackers. This is a desert themed one, or the biome they're trying to go for the paint scheme, I guess. And I do think it looks very nice, that desert in the background. Picked a nice picture for that. The back of the box just has all the warnings and stuff. And here's the other four in the assortment, which you can go watch the reviews of those ones if you guys want. Here is the Austroraptor. It looks pretty nice. Let's talk about the paint on this one. There's not a lot of paint on this figure, I know, but I do feel like they nailed the paint scheme on it because it's supposed to look like a dry, dark-toned, or not dark-toned, just a dry look, desert look for the figure, and I think they did a really, really good job at that. This dark line going from the face down to like right before the tail, not quite, but right before, I'd say. And then the arms matching that. I didn't like that on previous figures because I just feel like it looked too random for them to do that to the arms, but on this one it looks quite nice, I think. If you look on the face, we have a little bit of orange speckling. It does have that like printed, weird looking kind of look to it, but you can see that they like went around some of the plastic under it to give it like another color, like just the brown under it. And then we have this nice orange line. I feel like just overall for a desert paint scheme, it looks extremely nice. I see like there's no underbelly paint or anything, but like there's really, really good speckling throughout the figure. It looks really well done. I like how the mouth, like it's super tight when you close it. Some Mattel figures, I don't have any near me, but their jaw is super loose, and this one just feels like it's not going to get loose very quickly. The inside of the mouth, the top isn't painted, but it doesn't look bad because you're really not going to see that deep into it, especially for this not being in the collector's line. It looks pretty decent overall to me. Let's move on to some detail in it. The detailing on the figure, we have a lot of scale detailing right here. Some good little bit in depth. The legs look pretty nice. Some nice creases. The arms look pretty nice. Some like little, I guess there's a lot of little osteoderms on the body. We have some feathering, some nice scales on the feet. The underbelly doesn't look too good. It's kind of unclicked. You can kind of see that little crease right there. The top of the head has these really, really nice scales right here. I think that looks really nice. Kind of crocodilian, even though that's not really the vibe they're going for. Still looks cool. The tail, just basic. It's kind of a little bit short. I did like it a lot more on the Elapthrosaurus. It looks a little better, even though it's, I guess they're about the same, but still it just looked better to me, personally. But yeah, that's about the detailing for the figure. There's not a ton, but it just still looks very good. Let's move on to articulation. On this one, we get leg articulation, arm articulation, this weird tail joint. My favorite part is this neck joint, which we started getting once the Dominion line started. I really, really like that. We get jaw articulation. And this neck makes it so you can do so many more poses with toy photography, and a bunch more things. It's very, very nice for us to get that. I mean, let me just show you this. I haven't shown this in previous reviews. There's just so many poses, like, for battle, like, you could do if you have this on display somewhere. You could have this one really high pose, and this one a really low pose, or reverse it and make this one have a very high pose, and the other one have a really low pose. This one has a warped foot. I bought one for warped foot, so it's not going to stand too well, but the neck really does help the figure overall. Let's move on to some views. I might not be able to make this stand too well, but let's sit it down. There's view 1. View 2. Push that back a little bit, actually. View 2. View 3. View 4. Okay, let's do a size comparison for this figure. Let's get some Hammond Collection, which are pretty well known. Here's the Hammond Collection Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus Rex. Let's throw that in here. It's a little bit tall. There we go. And let's also throw in the Hammond Collection Triceratops. And let's throw in the Hammond Collection Gallimimus, which that's the kind of the size scale that we're going for here. But the Hammond Collection Gallimimus is kind of the biggest for that scale. But compared to the Hammond Collection Gallimimus, it's a little bit smaller. Definitely much shorter. Legs are definitely smaller. Everything else, I guess, a little bit, kind of the same everywhere else. But yeah, to that danger pack, attack pack kind of size. So let's take that out. Compared to the trike, it takes like 5 of these to make the trike. But yeah, it's about half the length of the trike, I'd say, maybe a little bit longer. I don't know. There we go. And then the T-Rex is obviously going to dwarf this one. It's just, oh gosh, nice warped foot. But yeah, it's just completely just tiny compared to it. So yeah, let's take this one out of the area as I knock that over. And let's rate this 1 through 10. Personally, I do feel like this is a decent paint scheme. It would have been nice if this line would have continued out on the tail, and I would have actually gave this, for this price point, sorry, like a 9.5. That would have been amazing, but it still does overall have a really nice paint scheme. The sculpting's decent, not as good as the Laptosaurus. I've seen better. The articulation is decent. It's average, but still decent. It's a good figure. They didn't skimp out on that at all. So overall, I guess I'd rate this like a, I don't know, I'd rate it definitely higher than the Laptosaurus, which did in the previous reviews. So I guess I'd give this like a 8.3. I just don't feel like it deserves a solid 8.5. 8.3, I think the highest I'll go on it. I mean, there's not a ton of coloring to it, but it definitely fits a desert paint scheme. It looks very nice for that. You definitely wouldn't see something this coloration in the jungle. So it really looks like its own personal color scheme, and it has that very well to it. So yeah, an 8.3 is what I'd give it. I have done reviews of all the other ones from this wave, the Nophosaurus, Elaphrosaurus, maybe Brachiosaurus. I have done reviews of all of those, so I'm going to throw them in here to show you guys. If you guys want to see a review of all these, just go watch the rest of my videos. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I have an Instagram. It's Jurassic Tree Official. Go head over there and look for my posts. I do more like daily posts on there. Random Jurassic finds, repaints, all kinds of different things, etc. I mean, lots is on there. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching. Hope you guys have a nice rest of your day. See you later.